Hi, my name is Sanna Anderson and I'm one of the nutritional therapists at the Optimum Health Clinic. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how we work with clients suffering from symptoms of adrenal dysfunction. There are other videos in this series as well if you want to get some more background information. But today, as I say, is a little bit more practical. We'll talk about symptoms and how to deal with those. Ideally, in most cases, working with individual clients, we would have done some functional testing to gain a little bit more clarity about exactly what's happening. This will enable us to tailor everything, particularly the supplement program, to be very specific for those individual needs. However, there is quite a lot we can do even without testing, and that's mainly what I'm going to be talking about today. First of all, if I suspect adrenal dysfunction based on symptoms analysis and/or combined with testing, it's really helpful to sit down with the client and work out where the stress has come from. We can't eliminate stress from our lives. I wish we could, but we can do quite a bit to change how we approach stressful situations. From my point of view, the key is to remember that physical and psychological health are very much linked, and this is where the whole person approach really helps. There is also plenty that we can do in terms of diet and lifestyle to help rebuild better adrenal function. In terms of food, regular meals is what we need to always talk about. You really don't want to stress your already overused adrenals by introducing long fasts. So instead, eating every 3 to 4 hours can be very, very helpful in maintaining much steadier energy levels and often steadier mood as well throughout the day. What you eat is important too. Highly refined foods, things like white bread, pasta, rice, chocolate, sweets. You know which ones I mean. Unfortunately, those are not very helpful. They release energy fast and then result in a consequent blood sugar dip, which your body will often receive as a stressful event. So instead, if you make sure that you include protein and fiber at all of your meals, that way, basically, you're helping to avoid those blood sugar dips, which tend to make you more tired and often actually more anxious as well. I also see a lot of clients using stimulants, things like coffee, tea, any other caffeinated drinks to give them short-term energy boost. I'm sorry to say, this is very likely going to only be a further burden on your adrenals, rather than pulling a rug from under your feet by just removing the caffeine. We can actually start by rebuilding some real energy first, and then gradually remove the caffeine crutch. There are also specific nutrients which support the adrenal glands. Vitamin C, it's an important antioxidant and can also help protect the adrenal glands. You can include a lot of different coloured vegetables and berries in your diet, and that way boost your vitamin C intake. Or it can, of course, be added supplementally as well. Magnesium is another one that can be dramatically depleted in long-term stress. It's involved in muscle function, energy production, but it's also a calming mineral. So low levels of magnesium tend to play a part in fatigue and can also increase anxiety levels and sometimes affect your sleep quality as well. There may well be other specific supplements and nutrients as well that we would advise our clients to take, depending on their symptoms and especially test results. But additionally, I'd also like to remind that it's very helpful to look at lifestyle when trying to rebuild adrenal health. Sleep in particular, I have to say, is something that I end up talking about quite a lot and with most of my clients. Ideally, most people should be getting at least 7 or 8 hours of quality sleep every night. I get it, it's not that simple. Many of my clients, they feel tired, but wired at the same time, and then they struggle to get to sleep. Some wake up at night, can't drop back off to sleep. There's all sorts of problems you could be having with sleep. But fortunately, there are also ways to improve things. We can talk about changes to your bedtime routine, sleep hygiene basically, including things like blackout curtains, reducing screen exposure, but also using supplements, again, very much dependent on the client's symptoms. I think the key to remember here is that wherever you are with your energy levels, it's really important to listen to your body and not push beyond your current boundaries, because this will be seen as yet another stressor that your adrenals will have to deal with. I hope that gives you some idea of how we approach supporting clients with adrenal dysfunction symptoms. There are a couple of other videos in this series as well, so if you want to find out more, you can check those ones out or go to our website at theoptimumhealthclinic.com.